Are you trying to figure out how to use these Molex PicoBlade connectors? In this video, I'll be covering the terminology, how to do the crimping, as well as the assembly. So let's get started. If you're new to my channel, I have a website at kevinwoodrobotics.com where I have a bunch of resources on robotics and computer vision. So check it out and subscribe to learn more. So first off, I like to cover the terminology. Understanding the terminology will help you figure out what parts to buy. So if you look at the tip of the cable, this part is called the crimp terminal, or also called the contacts. And the cables that it attaches to, these are the 28 AWG cables. That's the gauge of the cable, which describes the diameter of it. These actual connectors here are the Molex PicoBlade. They're 1.25 millimeter pitch. And this specific one that I'm showing is a 6-pin connector. They also call connectors housing. 6-pin because 6 cables go into this. And you can see this is the final assembly, which we'll be showing you how to do later on. So Molex, first off, is the company name. So when you see the word Molex, that's what it means. It's the company. They sell a lot of different parts for electronics. And we have the PicoBlade. This is the name of the connector. And specifically, this one uses the 1.25 millimeter pitch. The pitch that you look at is talking about the distance between the two cables. So every location is spaced out by 1.25 millimeters, and that's called the pitch. And we also have different types. We have male and female, and we have different numbers of pins. Here I'm showing 2, 3, 4, and 5. The one I showed earlier was a 6-pin one, so it depends on which application you're using. So if you're looking to crimp your own cables, you need to make sure you purchase the right crimp terminal. So this is the one from Molex. This is the part number. You could go ahead and check this one out. You could purchase a crimping tool like this. This is the one from Amazon that works pretty well. So this one works by 2 stages. The first part is you need to remove the insulation of the cable, place the cable onto the crimp. And you want to first do this in 2 parts. The first part is we're crimping this shorter flap here. Once you crimp it down, this will make contact with the wire. And the second stage is you want to crimp this longer flap. This longer flap will end up curling in. This is what's going to hold on to the cable. And if you don't want to do the crimping, you can also purchase a kit like this. So this kit comes with the cables already pre-crimped. The only problem is that the cable length is limited to 15 centimeters. So if you want anything longer, then you may want to make a custom cable. And they come with a bunch of other sizes, so you may not end up using all of them. But the price for this is not too bad. It's only $10. So if you want to save the trouble of crimping, this is a good option. And one thing to note is that this is not JST. They mention the JST in the name of the product, but really I think they just use it for Google SEO. Molex is a company, as I mentioned before, and PicoBlade is a type of connector. So you're going to see a lot of these product searches with a bunch of terms, and I think they just do it so that people can find the right product. But just know that what the terminology means so you could find the right thing that you actually need. And I'll go ahead and drop all the links to these products I mentioned in the description below. So to actually assemble this together, what you want to pay attention is the orientation of the connector or the housing and the actual crimp terminal. So the main thing to pay attention to is this little extrusion on top. This is what actually retains the cable from sliding out of the housing. So when you actually slide this in, it's going to rest somewhere here, and this little white tab that you see for each cable is going to actually prevent it from sliding outwards. So for both the male and female end, it's going to have that same little lip or extrusion on top. So just pay attention and make sure that that part is facing in the right direction when you insert it. So once you do insert it, it's going to look something like this. And if you want to remove these cables later on, what you want to do is slightly lift this white part up. You could use something like tweezers, for example. So you could lift it up, and then this will allow this metal part to slide out, okay? And for most people, if you want to fully assemble this, you may want to twist the cable. So this is going to help with some of the noise, because when you twist it, it ends up canceling out the noise. All right, so if you found this video helpful, give a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.